The Journey of Aarav, Awakening the Teacher Within. Aarav was an ordinary postgraduate student with an extraordinary dream to become a teacher who could awaken curiosity in every learner. When he decided to prepare for the UGC NET, he thought it was just an exam, but soon he realized it was a spiritual and intellectual journey to become an awakened educator. Starting with teaching aptitude, the seed of purpose, on his first day of study, Arav came across teaching aptitude. He learned that a teacher is not one who fills minds, but one who lights them. He realized teaching is a sacred responsibility. It's about understanding learners' psychology, using methods that suit diverse minds, and creating environments where knowledge blooms naturally. That day, Arav's purpose was born to become a facilitator of transformation, not just information. Then come to research aptitude, the art of seeking truth. As Arav delved deeper, he met the world of research aptitude. He discovered that research is not limited to laboratories. It's a way of living consciously, of questioning assumptions, and of exploring the unknown. Through research, Arav learned patience, observation, and discipline, the tools of every great mind. He started to see problems not as obstacles but as doors to understanding. Then, reading comprehension, the mirror of understanding. Next, he realized that reading was not just decoding words, it is listening to the soul behind the sentences. When he read, he practiced empathy, seeing through the author's eyes. His comprehension grew, and so did his sensitivity. He began reading not just for exams but for awakening the awareness. Now, the communication, the bridge of connection. Arav then discovered that communication is not only about speaking fluently, it's the bridge that connects minds and hearts. He practiced clarity, active listening, and sincerity in expression. He realized that words born from awareness carry peace, and that the best communication happens in silence when we truly understand the other. Now, the mathematical reasoning and aptitude, the rhythm of logic. In the next phase, numbers started to sing to Arav. He learned that logic and patterns exist in everything from music to nature. Mathematical reasoning taught him precision and consistency, the beauty of structured thought. He realized that reasoning brings harmony between creativity and clarity. Next comes the logical reasoning, the architecture of thought. Through logical reasoning, Arav learned to organize his ideas and see truth clearly. He understood that logic refines communication. It gives a structure to expression and prevents confusion. He began to appreciate how reasoning brings stability to emotions and helps in making fair judgments. Now, data interpretation, the language of reality. When Arav encountered data interpretation, he saw how numbers tell stories of people, societies, and change. He realized that Interpreting data is not just about graphs, it's about empathy, accuracy, and truthfulness. He learned to see beyond the numbers to the human realities they represent. Now, the information and communication technology, the wings of learning. In the digital world, Arav discovered how ICT expands the classroom beyond walls. He used technology to connect, create, and collaborate. He realized that when used mindfully, technology doesn't replace the teacher, it amplifies the teacher's impact. He began dreaming of using digital storytelling to teach political science and awaken curiosity. Next comes the people, development, and environment, the circle of coexistence. Arav then reached a stage where he learned about sustainability and social development. He saw education not as a personal success but as a social responsibility. He realized that being educated means living in harmony with people and nature. Every action, every choice affects the web of life, and teachers must nurture ecological consciousness. Lastly, the higher education system, the tree of knowledge. Finally, Arav explored the roots and branches of the higher education system. He understood how policies, commissions, and universities shape the learning ecosystem. He realized that being part of higher education means carrying forward a legacy to preserve values and innovate for the future. So, the transformation. By the time Arav completed all 10 units, he was no longer the same person. He had become a blend of a thinker, researcher, communicator, and most importantly, the compassionate learner. UGC NET was no longer an exam, it was a mirror of what every teacher must embody. And on the day of exam, he smiled. Not out of confidence in answers, but because he knew he had already lived the questions. Moral: Paper 1 is not just about qualifying NET, it's about qualifying yourself for life as a conscious teacher and researcher.